Hey everybody, Tom Olson here. I am president and owner of the Good Success Mastermind. And for the last month, we have been talking about the mastermind, what it is, where it came from, why it's important to you, and why I believe that when you find the mastermind that's a good fit for you, it will change your life forever. It is the single point of leverage that I have seen in my life, and I have seen many people, countless people, have the power of the mastermind work for them. And I'm just going to kind of give you a quick example of somebody in my mastermind and even myself. So myself, let's start there. So I have seen the power of the mastermind myself. When I went to my first mastermind, one of my biggest struggles was I was looking for capital. I was looking for how do I raise private money? How do I find these private lenders? Where do they exist? How do I put together a brochure? How do I find them, and how do I ask them the right questions to be able to figure out how to raise private money, right? I mean, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for ways to be able to raise money in my business. And I've gone from that 7-8 years ago to today, having access to way more private capital than I can even deploy at any single given time. I'm even thinking about creating a lending company just because I have a lot of access to capital and a lot of access to other people's deals and my network as well. So it's flipped my mindset upside down when it comes to even lending in general. I used to think I have to go ask somebody for a loan. And now today it's like, this is a great, amazing opportunity to be able to invest in a company who's paid back millions of dollars to people over the years. And I know how good of an opportunity it is now. So it's changed everything for me when it comes to my own mindset and my own business in order to be able to have private capital. So that's just one example for myself. Another good example of another guy in my mastermind. His name is Rob. And he kind of started the same way, but he found out that what he was doing, he was paying his lenders way too much money. And we showed him how in one mastermind, he went from making $10,000 on a deal to making $20,000 on a deal, and then by the end of his first year, he was making $30,000 on his deal, on each deal. And we even kind of flipped it upside down from him. He came in one time and said, "Hey, my wife is Spanish, or she can speak Spanish. She's bilingual. Do you think there's any opportunity here?" And we said, "Oh my goodness, wait a minute! You're sitting on a gold mine. Why don't you just turn around, go home, do all of your marketing in Spanish, and stop even marketing in English?" And that one tweak has actually changed his business and multiplied it again. So this guy has had his business multiplied several times in just the first couple of years of him being a part of the mastermind. So, members that come to the Good Success Mastermind, sometimes very quickly go from not having enough capital to having way more capital than they can possibly deploy. Sometimes members that come to our group and they become members, very quickly go from not having enough deal flow, not having enough business, to all of a sudden having more business. They have to hire, they've got to create new ways to be able to handle all of the income and all of the influx of new work, or build up their operations to be able to handle it. Members that come to the Good Success Mastermind sometimes find themselves very quickly not having any culture in their business at all, to having city hall meetings, creating a structure and an accountability chart, and having a structure in which they run the operations of their business from a meeting standpoint, from accountability, like I already mentioned, to having processes in their business. All these things are great. Members, like I said, sometimes come in and they're not making any net profit. They're doing a lot of deals, they're doing a lot of business, but they don't really make any net profit, and we really help them figure out what in their business is making them money, what in their business is not making them money, and getting rid of those things that are not making them money, saying no to those things so they can say yes to the right things in their business. Something that's very near and dear to my heart, and one of the reasons why I created the Good Success Mastermind, is to help you find your purpose. And there have been members that have come to the mastermind, and they're members of our mastermind that came to our mastermind and they had no purpose. They had no idea why they were created, and now they have and sometimes this isn't very quickly. Some of the other things I've said were very quickly. Sometimes this is a process. Sometimes it takes a year or 2 years or even 3 years to be around purpose-driven entrepreneurs, purpose-driven business owners that take their job and their role here on this earth very serious, to then figure out what their purpose is in their life. And those are some of the huge benefits that I see that people get from the Good Success Mastermind. And then to kind of wrap things up, some of the biggest challenges or some of the biggest obstacles that I see are people that they have to get over these three things. So I hear this sometimes, well, hey, maybe I don't have enough money, or they say I don't have enough time, or maybe I'm not good enough, I don't have the talent. So I call those things the 3 T's that hold people back. So what is holding you back? Is it time? Is it talent? Is it treasure? I believe that every single one of those you can overcome. I believe you have the money. I believe that most of the time this is an investment. If you look at it as an expense, you'll never have the money. If you look at it as an investment of how I can multiply and how I can have not just linear growth, but how I can have exponential growth, and how I can get that exponential curve in my business, this is where it's at. So I don't believe you don't have money, you can't say you don't have enough money to do it. I believe you don't have enough money not to do it. When it comes to time, I understand that. I'm busy. I have to limit my time of how many masterminds I can be a part of because I think they're so valuable. But when I look at the word time, I think to myself, hey, you can do in your business $10 an hour tasks or $25 an hour tasks or $50 or $100 an hour tasks all day long. But sometime you've got to do the $1,000 or the $10,000 tasks. And like I've said in previous episodes of this, sometimes you'll get $1 million ideas, and think about how much money you would have lost or how much time you would have lost having financial freedom or doing whatever that you were put on this earth to do. And you didn't get to do those things because you didn't take the time up front. You didn't take time doing the more important tasks and the more important meetings. I believe this is one of the highest levels of time that you can spend your time. I really believe you'll get the most return on your time from a mastermind. And again, just like money, when I can say, hey, it's not that you don't have enough money, it's like you don't have enough money not to invest in a mastermind. Same thing with time. I believe you only have, I don't believe, like it is, everybody's going to live and everybody's going to die. So we only have so much time left on this earth. So when are you going to make it a priority to invest in your future, invest in your purpose, invest in your business today? So invest that money, invest that time into your business now, and see a multitude, see an exponential growth. Make your business multiply, make your life's purpose multiply. I believe you do not have time not to invest in a mastermind. Or talents. And the way I look at talents is, hey, yes, if you're only focused on yourself, if you only think that maybe you don't have enough talents, then probably you'll always say to yourself, I don't have enough talents, I'm not good enough. Wah, 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 poor, pitiful me. But you know what? If you go to a mastermind with a mindset of, hey, I am here, I know something that nobody else in this mastermind knows. And when you change your focus from yourself to everybody else, everything changes. And you realize, hey, I do have value and I can add value to this community. I know things, I have experiences, I have been given unique gifts and talents that nobody else here has. Nobody else has my exact DNA. Nobody else has my exact purpose. Nobody here has my exact upbringing and my experiences. And I can help somebody in this mastermind. Those are the three those are the 3 ways that I believe that I can overcome those objections. I hope that helps you today, and I hope that you will consider joining the Good Success Mastermind. It is an application only private group. We only open up membership 4 times a year, so keep that in mind. Don't hesitate. Do it right now. Apply for the Good Success Mastermind at goodsuccess.com/mastermind. If you just fill out the application, you will get a phone call from somebody here at Good Success, and we hope to see you at the very next Good Success Mastermind. I hope this leaves you with a good day today, and remember to live life on purpose for a purpose. Work to have to give.